Hello, my dear students. Have a great day to all of you. Myself, Mrs. Kavita Kanade from LVH College, Panchwati, Nasik. This is our OCM's lecture. We already started the chapter 5th, that is Emerging Modes of Business. In last lecture, we studied about the outsourcing. What is the meaning of outsourcing? Then the need of outsourcing, then the advantages and disadvantages of outsourcing. In this lecture, we will learn about the BPOs, then KPO and LPO. What is the meaning of that and then the advantages and disadvantages. First of all, we took a short review of what is the meaning of outsourcing. The word outsourcing, that means we take the help of outsources. That means the agencies which give the services to us. For example, catering services or cleaning services, sanitization, security services. These are the service providing agencies. That means these are the outsourcing. That means these are the outsider agencies which provided services to us, and for that we paid fees to them. And when we hire these services, or when we take the help of these agencies, then it make much more easier to us to focus on our core production. Or if we are the owner of if we are the owner of any factory, and we hire all these agencies for the sanitization purpose or for the security purpose, then it becomes more easier for us to focus on our make focus on our production. That's why this outsourcing come into existence. The agencies can send the required manpower to the company. The agency charges the company for their services. With the help of outsourcing, company can focus on their core areas. That means on the important areas. This is the meaning of outsourcing. Then we saw the need for the outsourcing. That is today's world is the world of globalization. Therefore there is a highly specialized, we want the product which are highly specialized, or that means we required the products which have the more features, or they are specialized in all angles. That's why the need of outsourcing come into existence. Then there is lots of advantages of outsourcing. Then also there is some limitations also, or there are some disadvantages of outsourcing. This all we already studied in the last lecture. In this lecture we will learn about the few forms of outsourcing. That means BPO. First form is BPO. What is the meaning of BPO? We always listen this word, that is BPO. BPO में काम कर रहा हूँ, और कॉल सेंटर्स में काम कर रहा हूँ. That means what is the meaning of this BPO? BPO means business process outsourcing. Business process outsourcing. This is the full form of BPO. This is the form of outsourcing. BPO is basically the outsourcing of work to some third party service provider in order to save money, while KPO is a subset of BPO only. KPO includes more knowledge base and specialized work. In addition to this, there are many reasons that a company may choose KPO service over BPO. That means there is a three types of forms we have to learn now, that is BPO, KPO and LPO. BPO meaning, that is BPO is the contracting of non-primary business activities and functions the third party provider. It provides the benefits of quick and accurate reporting, improved productivity. It is opposed to the earlier philosophy of doing it all by yourself. That means nowadays nobody have that much work to do all the works by myself, or there is lots of work. We cannot do all the work. All the work, that means we are not specialized in all work, na. We take a simple example. If we organize the wedding ceremony, then there are lots of work are there, catering services, then decoration, arrangement of or the cards, invitation, all these works. And we cannot handle these works, the family, only the family members cannot handle all these works. That's why there is the need of outsourcing agencies. Then we can hire these people for the decoration purpose, for catering purpose, and our work become more easier. BPO is a subset of outsourcing that involves the contracting of the operations and responsibilities of specific business processes to a third party service provider. BPO refers to the outsourcing of peripheral activities of the organization to an external organization to minimize cost and increase efficiency. That means if we hire the BPO agency, then they make our work more easier. They minimize our cost, because if we hire the specialized people, then there is a must cost. There is a no. That means if we hire the specialized people, then there is a less chances of loss. Then it automatically it minimizes the cost and increase the efficiency. Efficiency means less in minimum time we can get the best results. That's why BPO agencies provided the best services in minimize cost and increasing efficiency. The BPO industry's review comes from BPO. That means in BPO 70% are call centers, then 20% are high volume low value data work. That means volume and low value data work, data entry work. There is a data entry. We heard this word, that is a data entry operator. That means some agencies require the data entry operator. These people get the salary every month, and the work of these people is to enter the data of the company. This is 20%. And call centers, that means to make the calls to the customers. This is also in 70% BPO industries get the revenue from the call centers. 20% from the data work, and 30% and 10% is higher value information work. That means to collect the information from various sources. This also work done in the BPO. That means all these are the work done in the BPO industry, and the BPO industry get the revenue from it. Customer care accounts with 24 by 7 days handling. Inbound traffic, outbound traffic, customer queries and grievances. That means in traffic, all the customer queries and grievances are solved. That means when we called, this comes in the BPO, that is call center. In call center, when we call call to these call centers, then they receive our phone and they solve our queries, or if we have any grievance, that means if we have any query about anyone, or we have the problem of our mobile, something else. If we call to the call center of Airtel or to the Jio, then they solve our problem. That means they provide the service 24 by 7. Anytime they take the call and they solve the queries of the customer. This is called inbound traffic. And outbound traffic means customer surveys, payment follow up, and telemarketing. This come into outbound traffic. That means this work is done out of the office. Inbound traffic, that means all the people, there is a big setup of all the computer, then telephone, they are connected with the telephone, and we make call to them, they solve the queries of us. And there are the shift, day shift, night shift, and they solve our queries. This is called inbound traffic. That means they don't want to go anywhere. They only sit in the office, and they receive the call and they solve the problems of the customer. And in outbound traffic, they have the work outside of the office. That means to make the surveys, to make the customer surveys, they take the follow up of the payment, and telemarketing. All these works related to the call center. This come into customer care account. Now, advantages of BPO. What is the advantages of BPO? BPO refers to outsourcing of peripheral activities of the organization. Peripheral means less important activities of the organization to an external organization to minimize cost and to increase efficiency. For example, customer care centers for various banks, service provider, etc. Now we will learn about the advantages of BPO. BPO first is productivity improvement. Productivity improvement, that means educated or skilled people perform the task efficiently and thus improves productivity. That means all the people working in this BPO are highly qualified and they are skilled. The training is given to these people how to solve the queries, how to solve the problems. First of all, all these all this training is given to these people, and they are became more skilled, and that's why they perform their task efficiently. Thus it improves the productivity automatically. Second, optimum utilization. BPO enables optimum utilization of scarce resources. That means with the help of these people, with the help of these effective and efficient workers, BPOs enables optimum utilization of all scarce, that means limited resources. They utilize the resources in optimum level. That means in minimum resources they can get the more benefits from them. Then reduction in cost. How they reduce the cost? Automatically, when the production is improved, when the utilization of resources is improved, then automatically there is a reduction in cost. Cost saving can be significant to any business, and this is more important for every business to save the cost. Cost means expenses. When there is a saving in the expenses, automatically they get more income. When our expenses are reduced, then automatically we get more profit. That's why this is important for every business to minimize the cost. BPO not only helps to reduce cost, but also increase productivity and increase revenue also. Then improved human resources. Improved human resources is another great advantage of BPO. Outsourcing gives a company the ability to get access to skilled and trained manpower at low rates. That means with the help of BPOs, the company can get the skilled and trained manpower at the low rates. That means the salary of these people are not so much, but company get the more efficiently and effective work from them. That's why it improves the human resources also. These four are the advantages of BPO, that is productivity improvement, optimum utilization of resources, then reduction in cost and improved human resources. Then disadvantages. There are always some advantages and disadvantages are there. These are the disadvantages of BPO. First is communication problem. There can be communication gap between the client and vendor companies due to misunderstanding and miscommunication. That means if there is some communication problem, that means if there is a gap between between the client and the vendor companies due to misunderstanding and miscommunication. If the we call to the call center, and if that person not gives properly answer to us, or he behave bad, if he behave badly, then automatically there is the misunderstanding, because these are the middle person, they are not actually vendors, but they are the hired by these vendor companies, call centers or BPOs. The person the working there are the salaried people or higher people from that vendor person. That's why there is a misunderstanding about the company, or there is the miscommunication. This is the disadvantage. Then second is different time zones. The client and the vendor operate in two different time zones. The difference in time can create many problems during online meeting and communication, etc. That means there are the different time zones. If BPOs, most of the people are working for the foreign companies, most of the in data entry operators or call centers, the actual vendor company is situated in the foreign country, and there is a time gap between different time zones are there. If the vendor company is in America, then there is a night, and if the call center or BPOs are here, and they are working for them, then if there is a night, then here is a day. That's why there is a different time zones, and that's why there is a lots of problem for online meeting. If they take a meeting in morning, they give the meeting time in the morning. At that time here, and that time is at of night time, and that's why there is lots of problem for that. Then third is loss of control. Due to communication errors, time differences, client company can at time lose control of the project. That means if there is some miscommunication, or because of the errors, there is a lots of there is no control beyond that means vendor company does not have the control over these BPOs or call centers or data entry operations. These are the disadvantages of BPO, that is communication problem, different time zones, loss of control. Then KPO. What is the meaning of KPO? KPO means knowledge process outsourcing. Knowledge process outsourcing. KPO is described as a function related to knowledge and information outsources to third party service provider. That means KPO is the sub segment of BPO in which the outsources service provider is hired not only for its capacity to perform particular business process or function, but also to provide expertise around it. Understanding KPO is the allocation of relatively high level tasks to an outsider organization or a different group usually in different geographical location. KPO is the subset of BPO. That means KPO is a subset of BPO. KPO involves outsources of core function which may or may not give cost benefit to the parent company by surely helps in value addition. The process which are outsources to the KPO are usually more specialized and knowledge based as compared to BPO. The outsourcing of core information related to business activity which are competitively important or form an integral part of a company's value chain is described as a KPO. It means information related business task or knowledge based process. KPO is nothing but a subset of BPO, where the achievement of objectives is highly dependent on the skilled domain knowledge, experience of the people carrying out the activity. Reasons behind KPO: to increase specialized knowledge and expertise, additional value creation, cost reduction, and cope up with shortage of skilled labor. These are the this is the need or reason behind KPO. Then advantages of KPO. First is cost reduction is possible. Just like BPO, here KPO also reduce the cost. Cost means expenses. Cost reduction is possible. Reduction is possible as clients get professional services at a cost effective price. That means in minimum charges or in minimum salary, we can hire these people, and with the help of these people, we get more valuable information, and with this information, we can focus on our important areas. That's why it reduce our cost. This is the first advantage of KPO. Second is firms can hire skilled employees. That means with the help of KPO, business organization can hire skilled employees from KPO service providers. That means if any business services, if any vendor company or a parent company if it is from foreign country or either in the Indian company, they want the services for their self, then they can contact to KPO services, and from this KPO they can get the skilled and efficient employees from this organization. Then third is decrease unemployment and benefit economy. That means high end services are provided at a lower cost to decrease unemployment, and it benefits their economy. That means in minimum cost they can get. This is the advantage to KPO, also for the KPO also, and for the country or for the host country also, because they also get the employees in the minimum charges, and the employees also get the employment through KPO, and because of they get the employment, then automatically it gets the improvement to our economy. It gives the boost to our economy because the per head income increases, then the automatically there is the boost to the economy. Then fourth is it provides flexibility in terms of HRM and time management. That means it provides flexibility in the terms of HRM. HRM, that means human resource management, and time management. It gives flexibility in that. That means we can manage these people easily, or we can manage these when they are we the host company or the parent company get the workers in minimum charges and at any time. That's why they get the flexibility in all that. These are the advantages of KPO. Then the disadvantages of KPO. First is security of organization is questioned. That means the different age when we hire the different peoples when we hire the different people in our company to work to or we share our important information to them, then there is a security problem. That's why this is the one of the disadvantage of this. Second is the character of the employee and the quality of the work cannot be assured. That means all the workers are not as much as qualified, or they not have the work in the quality, they have not that much quality of work. Then the KPO that they cannot give the guarantee of that employee. Then KPO is time consuming. KPO is time consuming. That means they cannot provide a quick fix to the company seeking immediate results. That means if the company wants the workers on an immediate basis, then KPO not working that much quickly. This is the disadvantage of that. Then fourth is lack of communication between partner due to legal, language and cultural barriers can lead to complications. There is a lack of communication between partners due to legal, language and cultural barriers can lead to complications, because there are lots of workers working there, and if the host company is in another country and the workers are in our country, then there is lots of problem. These are the disadvantages of the KPO. Now we learn about the LPO. What is the meaning of LPO? LPO means legal process outsourcing. That means all the work related with the legal. That means related to the law or legal procedures are included in legal process outsourcing. LPO refers to the practice of law, firm or corporation obtaining legal support services from an outside law firms or legal support services company. LPO is specialized type of KPO dealing with legal services. LPO is a partly a media. That means LPO is a partly a media that is in related to the investigation type of business. It derives from BPO, but to the extent that the word process suggests transformation into standards, transformation into commodity, easy to recreate jobs and can be performed. That means LPO is a type of KPO that is specific to legal services. KPO, that means knowledge, that is related to the knowledge, then information. And LPO is a type of KPO that is also specific to the legal services. Then ranking from drafting legal documents, performing legal research to offering advice. LPO refers to the practice of law firm or corporation obtaining legal support services from an outside law firm or legal support service company. LPO is the industry in which in-house legal or departments or organization outsources legal work to such areas where it can be done at less cost. For example, areas like US or Europe outsources legal work to India, where it can be performed at significantly decreased cost. That means this mainly all the foreign countries, they give the job to the Indian people because they are in minimum cost. We get They get the people for their which are available for their work. Lots of data entry offices, or the companies which are working for the foreign companies, there are they hire these people in the minimum cost and they saves their cost. LPO is high-end industry that has been growing rapidly in the recent years. LPO is apparently a media investigation. It derives from BPO, but to the extent that the word process suggests standardization, commoditization, easy to replicant task that can be performed without a lot of education. That means legal outsourcing has gained tremendous growth in the past few years in India. It achieves success by providing services such as document review, legal research and writing, then drafting of briefings, etc. That means all these services provided in the LPO. Now we will learn about the advantages of LPO. First is cost saving. Just like BPO, KPO, first advantage of LPO is also the cost saving, because one of the most significant advantage of this is outsourcing legal function is cost saving, because they minimize the cost, and because of that the company can get more profit from that. Then second is access high level talent and experience. Outsourcing legal work to external vendors allows organization to access high level talent and the expertise that does not exist within the firm. Then third is to tailor liabilities in response to workload and client demands. To tailor liabilities in response. That means employing a combination of in-house and external talent allows law firm and organizations to tailor their liabilities in response to load and client demands. Flexible staffing also reduces firm overheads. Flexible staffing also reduces firm overhead. Flexible staffing means there is the flexibility of shifts. If anybody want to do the work in day shift, then he can do in day shift, then night shift also. That means there is the flexibility of staff. Anybody want to do at any time, there is the flexibility. It reduces firm overhead. Then disadvantages of LPO. Problem of authenticity. Problem of authenticity. There will be problem of authenticity as some important documents need to be shared with the outsourcing firm. That's why there is the problem of authenticity or the security, because various important documents are shared with these people, and that's why there is a security problem, just like KPO. Second is problem of in-depth knowledge of all relevant laws. There may be problem of in-depth knowledge, because all the staff all the employees who work for the KPO or for LPO, they don't have that much knowledge of law. They are not the student of laws. That's why there is the problem in depth knowledge to the relevant laws. Then third is problem of cultural and language barrier. Just like KPU, there is a problem of cultural and language barrier that could that's why there is the chances of miscommunication between domestic and international team. Then fourth is affected by geographical hurdles between firm and clients. That means there is also the geographical hurdles. That means a day-night issue, time zone issue. These are are the disadvantages of LPO. In this lecture, we learn about the BPO. That means all these are the forms of outsourcing. Forms of outsourcing. Outsourcing means the agencies which help us to do the that means we hire these agencies for make our work more easier. That's why these are the outsourcing industry. Then that means outsider agencies which provide the services to us, and we give the fees for that. And these are the forms of outsourcing, that is BPO, then KPO, and then the LPO. BPO means all BPO, then KPO, and LPO. BPO means business process outsourcing, then KPO means knowledge process outsourcing, and LPO means legal process outsourcing. These three are the forms of outsourcing. I hope all you understand it in a better way. Thank you for listening me carefully. Goodbye.